Live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center in Sonoma, California, this is the 2021 Challenge of the Americas on the EKN Radio Network.
EKN Live. We're back from Sonoma Raceway. From the Team Cooper Tire Broadcast Center, our final mains of the season for 2021 Challenge of the Americas presented by Royce Baxter. Odenthal Racing Products, Masters ROK, Ruthless Karting, Senior ROK getting us started. Liam Letch at 317 and Macy Williams, the 314, our Senior ROK drivers. Masters ROK with Derek Wing, the 688, 673. Adam Kasich, 1 and 2 in points coming in. Billy Cleveland, the 619. 633 is Timothy Meyer. David Pregande, the 608, 625. Giorgio. So 8 of them to take the green. Our first main, 20 laps for the mains. Mini and micro will go 16. Group 2 to the grid, GFC Mini ROK. Two Senior ROK drivers, Letch and Williams, 317 and 314, take the first of 2 greens. And a good start for those two, our Senior ROK drivers, Masters ROK. 6 of them get the green. Second green, we're underway and racing. Oh, and getting loose out of turn number 1. And kicked off track. Championship implications there. As Wayne got off to a good start, he stayed out of trouble. Wang had enough trouble yesterday with the chains, and he needed to stay out of it, and that's just what he did there. He was out in front of it. And Wang, the 688. Letch will cross lap number 1, Senior ROK. Macy Williams at 314. Those two out to have some fun again in Senior ROK. The 2 Colorado drivers. As Cleveland will bring it back in. He got the worst out of that deal. And he'll bring it in through the outdoor on lap number 1. Tough break there for the legendary Billy Cleveland, longtime racer. Masters ROK, Odenthal Racing Products, Ruthless Karting, taking care of Senior ROK. Giorgio right behind Wang, running in second. And then it got back to the 608 of Pregande. Timothy Meyer, the 633. So Kasich and Cleveland. Kasich second in points coming into the weekend behind Derek Wang. Wang taking it through the S's again and then into turn 7, the left-hander. And the dogleg left setting it up for Monaco. 10 turns on the 7/10 of a mile Pro National. First time using the Pro National layout for Challenge of the Americas. Just getting things started. EKN Live all afternoon long for our mains. Odenthal Racing Products, Masters ROK, 20 laps for the mains. Mini and micro going 16. Liam Letch, the 317, Senior ROK out front of Macy Williams. Five laps into it. Wang has the advantage over Giorgio, the 625 card, 608 per Grande. As Giorgio keeps it close. Derek Wing not able to pull away, had the issues yesterday with the chain. After dominated out there on a big lead for the first half of the race. And approaching the halfway point, a 20-lap main. First one of the afternoon, GFC Mini ROK Group 2 up to the grid. Running race ready. So listen for the announcements for your class call to the grid. Our podium presentations to follow the racing action this afternoon for round number 6, as well as our Challenge of the Americas 2021 champions. Letchen Williams, Senior ROK with Derek Wang out in front of Giorgio, still right there, about 3 to 4 kart lengths back. So Wang definitely not able to pull away in this one. 13 laps to go. GFC Mini ROK Group 2 to the grid. GFC sponsored Mini ROK Group 2 to the grid. And after the turn 1 incident, David Pergande, the 608, and Timothy Meyer, no Kasich in Cleveland, retiring early. So 4 of our Masters ROK and our 2 Senior ROKs out on track. Derek Wang with a little bit more room as they go by through the middle portion of the racetrack here at Sonoma Raceway. And Letchen Williams crossing the start-finish line with 11 to go, so next time by halfway. Sixth and final round of the Challenge of the Americas. Letchen Williams crossing the stripe once again, getting in some lap times here at Sonoma. Our 2 Senior ROK drivers. Letch out of Golden, Colorado, Littleton, Colorado for Macy Williams. First main of the afternoon, Odenthal Racing Products, Masters ROK, Ruthless Karting, Senior ROK at the halfway point. All Derek Wang. in the Masters ROK. Chance to make Coda history, become a 3-time champion. The Bellevue, Washington driver. Legend Williams, Senior ROK 1-2, 9 to go. Giorgio running a good one, the 625. Meyer, the 633. Pergonde, the 608. And GFC Mini ROK up next. Group 2, GFC sponsored Mini ROK. To the starting grid. Seven laps to go in our first main, round number 6, sixth and final round. Challenge of the Americas, presented by Royce and Baxter in the record-setting season. EKN live all afternoon long on the final day up here in wine country. Legend Williams out on track with 6 to go. Senior ROK, only 2 Senior ROKs. And Derek Wang, Masters ROK. Giorgio, the 625. Wang, the 688. Final 6 laps in this one with Group 2. GFC-sponsored Mini ROK up at the grid. Getting ready for a 16-lap main. Wang has a little bit of space between second place Giorgio, the 625. Just 4 laps to go. Next time by. Wang looking to make history. Liam Letch looking to cap off a great season of racing at the Challenge of the Americas Series. Senior ROK and Masters ROK. Odenthal Racing Products taking care of Masters, and Ruthless Karting, the sponsor for Senior ROK. Down to 4 to go in this one, our first main of the afternoon. With Group 2, GFC Mini ROK up next. Little cleanup going on off track over there at turn number 1. Down to 3 to go as Letch looks to ink the 2021 championship, Senior ROK. Our 2 Senior ROK drivers got the green first and a gap back to Masters. Derek Wang looking at taking them the distance here and make some Challenge of the Americas history with a 3rd championship. And about a solid 2 seconds on third place. Giorgio was much closer in the first half of the race. But Derek's got some room now. Down with 2 to go. They'll get the white flag next time around. Kasich and Cleveland bringing it back in early after the turn 1 incident. No Pat Beckley. So our 2 senior rocks and our 5 Masters ROK drivers left to battle it out. Pergonde, the 608, runs behind Meyer, the 633. One to go for Derek Wing, 1 lap away from making history with a 3rd championship. Checkered comes out there, the 317, Liam Letch, senior ROK champ. Macy Williams, a 314, right behind. And one more time around for Derek Wing, Odenthal Racing Products, Masters ROK. And Derek Wing, number 1 sign, getting it done. And no troubles this time. Chain stays on. 3-time champion. Derek Wing, the 688. Bellevue, Washington driver. Giorgio hanging on for the number 2 spot in Masters with Meyer 3rd, the 633. As we'll be back. EKN Live from Sonoma, GFC Mini Rock, Maine, up next.
You're listening to turn-by-turn coverage of the Challenge of the Americas, live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center at Sonoma Raceway in Sonoma, California. This weekend's broadcast is brought to you by Courtney Concepts, Allenberg Racing Schools, CRG Nordam, and Cooper Tires.
Are you ready to make the jump from karting to race cars? Then check out the top-rated Allenberg Racing Schools at WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca in Monterey, California, led by former Formula One World Championship driver Alan Berg. Whether you're starting a racing career, looking for a new adventure, honing your driving skills, or seeking an unforgettable experience driving the world-famous corkscrew, our team of professional coaches and proven curriculum will provide you with everything you need to drive our race cars to the limit. Programs in 2021 include 1-day, 2-day, and 3-day schools. Successful graduates earn their certification to apply for a SCCA racing license. For schedules and more information, check out our website, allenbergracingschools.com, or call us at 888-722-3220. Custom group and corporate programs also available.
Now back to the Challenge of the Americas, live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center at Sonoma Raceway in Sonoma, California, on the EKN Radio Network.
EKN Live, backtrack side from the Team Cooper Tire Broadcast Center. As our GFC-sponsored Mini Rock Group number 2, our second main of the day, out there for a 16-lap main. Just off the grid and on to the track here at Sonoma. Beautiful day, 75 degrees with a slight breeze. And sunny blue skies. John Antonino, the 193, up on row number 1 alongside the 111, Nico Sarfati. Nick Egglestone, the 124 on row number 2 alongside the 133, Devin Walls. Row 3, Gage Korn, the 105, 126, Cypress Andrus. Row 4, Alex Chartier, the 127, the Truth, Julie Adams, the 145. Row 5, Michael McCaughey, the 101, Alexander Jacoby, the 118. Gabriela Gadera, the 123, Gavin Witt, the 115 on row 6. Row 7, Drew Walls, the 144, Matthew Gadera, the 125. Row 8, Rocky Moran, the 171. GFC Mini Rock. Second group approaching the line. Green flag racing. Mini Rock on the throttle into turn number 1. Still too wide, no incident there. They make it through 1. Short straightaway into the right-handers, turn 2 and 3. And it's a good start. They'll settle down into single file formation here on lap number 1 with Antonino getting it done early, and the Race Factory driver gets out on the early lead on lap number 1. 16 laps for Micro and Mini. Everybody else going 20 for the mains. Ron White Racing Masters Shifter Rock Group 3 up next. Masters Shifter Rock to the grid. Out of turn 10. And over the line, Race Factory running 1-2 up on the front end with Antonino. And Eggleston, Devin Walls, the 133, 111, Nico Sarfati. Sits in 4th early on in this one. Then Chartier and Truly Adams with a great start. And Adams is up in 6th. John Antonino, the 193. Big day yesterday as well, and had the points lead coming into the weekend. Moran down in the 13th position, the 171. Behind Adams in 5th is Chartier in the 6th spot. 7th is Andrus. Gavin Witt in 8th. 9th is Jacoby. Mackay in 10th, the 101, 123. Gadera, Gabriela Gadera. Drew Walls in 12th, the 144 cart. 4 carts on the lead group. Antonino out of Bakersfield, California, down the road. Regular on the SoCal scene as well as Challenge of the Americas. Having a great year on the racetrack in 2021, the 193. Trying to pull away a little through the S's, turns 5 and 6. So now 3 carts behind the leader. With Devin Walls leading him in the 133. As the 124 got back by Eggleston, and now Walls tries to make a move on the inside. And as they battle it out, it should allow Antonino to pull away even more, over a second advantage the last time around. As the Race Factory 124 back up into second. Nick Eggleston. Walls the 133, 111 is Sarfati out of San Jose running fourth. Nico been running up front throughout the weekend. Friday, we got it started with a practice day on beautiful weather this weekend in Sonoma, up in Northern California wine country. 6th and final round of the Challenge of the Americas. So Wall's going backwards after having the issue, was running up with the front of the pack, the 144. Down into 11th, and then Devin Wall's 133 down into 13th. Moran crosses the line in front of a pretty packed house of Challenge of the Americas fans this weekend, enjoying the Sonoma weather. 648 unofficial, the attendance. Next time by halfway, John Antonino looking to cap off an awesome racing season, Challenge of the Americas for 2021. Nick Eggleston, the 124, 111, Nico Sarfati, 126, Andrus. And the truth, Truly Adams, moving up the 145 into the top 5. Down at Adams Motorsports Park, the Adams family, of course. Looking to get some Southern California bragging rights up here in Sonoma this weekend. So the leader's getting by some slower lap traffic, Antonino and Sarfati. That's what we expected in this one, the 193-111 battle. Moran up into the 7th spot. Had a good weekend last month down at Cal Speed. And looking for more here in the main with plenty of time left, 7 to go. But all John Antonino in this one. Nico Sarfati moving up. Eggleston, the 124. 3rd, Cypress Andrus, the 126. Running a good one here. With the Ron White Racing Masters Shifter Rock. Up next, Group 3. And now 6 to go in this one as Antonino opening up. Nico Sarfati farther back. It's a 4.5-second advantage now. And Antonino his own shadow out here in wine country. Andrews continues in the 4th spot. 5th, Gavin Witt, the 115. Adams, the 145. 6th, 7th, Rocky Moran. And Gabriela Guerra, the 123, 144. Drew Waltz fighting back for position. Back up into 9th. Michael Mackay, the 101, 10th. Out of Park City, Utah. Another lap in the books for the leader, John Antonino. And putting up a little bit on second place, Nico Sarfati. So Antonino definitely not letting up out there. The Race Factory shoe. And the Masters Shifter Rock to follow, sponsored by Ron White Racing. Four laps to go for John Antonino. Sarfati in the second spot. Nick Eggleston, the 124 in third, looking to grab that final spot on the podium. And Antonino looking for a championship here, Challenge of the Americas. Sixth and final round with the Masters Shifters Rock to follow. It'll be 3 to go next time by. For Antonino, the Mini Rock leader. Nico Sarfati crossing the line, the 111. Rocky Moran up to 6th spot now. In front of the Truly Adams, the 145, running in 7th, and Drew Walls 8th. With the white flag coming out. Actually, the 2 to go for Antonino. Nico Sarfati will check it almost 6 seconds now as Antonino continues to pull away. So it'll be a battle for the final 2 positions of the round 6 podium with Sarfati the pretty good advantage over third. Andrus runs 4th. 5th is Gavin Witt. So Race Factory looking to cap off another big win here. John Antonino, the 193 out of Bakersfield. Antonino takes the white flag now, 1 to go. Over 6.5 seconds the advantage. Nico Sarfati in the number 2 spot. With Eggleston, the 124, and Andrus, the 126, 115, Gavin Witt. Final time around for John Antonino. And Race Factory. Gets the checkered, looks over at his team, who's right there watching their pit area. And Antonino doing a little dance after the start-finish line, grabbing a big win there. The 193, 111 Sarfati. Eggleston, the 124. Andrew finishes 4th. 5th goes to Witt. with Rocky Moran, the 171.6. 7th goes to Adams, the 145. Drew Walls, the 144. And a very good main there for John Antonino and the rest of the Mini Rock drivers for GFC Mini Rock. Will return EKN Live with the Ron White Racing Masters Shifter Rock main.
You're listening to turn-by-turn coverage of the Challenge of the Americas, live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center at Sonoma Raceway in Sonoma, California. This weekend's broadcast is brought to you by Courtney Concepts, Allenberg Racing Schools, CRG Nordam, and Cooper Tires. In Colorado, the place to go for karts and parts and everything else you need to go racing is Forward Direction Motorsports. It's Colorado's premier karting company. Owned and operated by veteran karter Greg Welch, Forward Direction Motorsports is located in Centennial, Colorado. FDM has been developed to provide customer service and product sales at all levels and in both in-person and online. We're a brick and mortar shop that serves as the hub for karting in Colorado, and we're a gateway to new racers who can come in and learn about the sport. We also have an online store and can ship all over the country. We can also service all makes and models of engines and karts. Whatever you race, we can take care of you. Forward Direction Motorsports is a comp kart dealer, an authorized Rotax service center, and we can fully support all Briggs 206 racers. We support local karting 100%, and we also have a race team that takes our customers to major regional and national events on the West Coast. From kart prep and coaching to full arrive and drive packages, we offer something for everyone. You don't have to live in Colorado to experience Full Direction Motorsports' vast experience or dedication to customer service. Our online store continues to expand its inventory, and the products you need are just a mouse click away. Head to fdmkarting.com the next time you need parts and equipment fast. We ship daily. Shop online or come to the store to check out our inventory and visit our service department. Head to fdmkarting.com to learn more about our products and services, or call us direct at 720-323-3650. Feel like you're racing alongside the many legends that have called CRG home. With direct factory support, the CRG Nordam operation is the North American distributor for all CRG products related to karting and is based just outside Houston, Texas. The complete racing chassis line, including the famous Road Rebel shifter kart, is available through CRG Nordam. The growing FS4 Briggs & Stratton focused chassis is expanding worldwide, including right here in North America. Many tracks, indoor and outdoor, have made the switch to the Centurion rental kart line through CRG. New for the 2020 season is the Mini Hero for cadet racing, homologated for FIA competitions around the world. Head over to kartcrg.com or find them on all social media networks. CKR is all about quality, and CKR USA is where you can get your hands on these winning chassis in the United States. It's the CKR Barracuda 32mm shifter kart chassis, the 100cc focused Stingray. These are two popular models contributing to the success of this thriving brand. And CKR USA is where you'll find karts, parts, and everything you need to go racing. Delivering the latest innovation in kart racing technology, CKR carries its own distinctive frame design. Made from hand-selected material, CKR kart chassis combine the highest grade tubing and hardware, ensuring first-rate standards of production. CKR USA has a large footprint in the US karting market and continues to grow rapidly throughout the country. Fully homologated chassis have been proven by top-notch performances from coast to coast in North America. CKR has stood on top of the podium in Superkarts USA and F-Series competition, as well as kart clubs around the country. The podiums and championships will continue to pile up in 2021. CKR USA is now in its 6th year of business, and we're adding new authorized dealers and support centers for the chassis line. Visit ckr-usa.com or call 208-384-KART and go CKR Blue. Now back to the Challenge of the Americas, live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center at Sonoma Raceway in Sonoma, California, on the EKN Radio Network.
EKN Live back trackside from the Team Cooper Tire Broadcast Center here at Sonoma Raceway up in wine country for the final round, 6th round of the Challenge of the Americas. Ron White Racing, Masters ROK, and Kevin Woods, the 594. On row 1, Neil Joseph, the 537. Row 2, Ryan Yop, the 580. Michael Valiante, the 595. Cliff Kuala, the 531. Josh Buttafoco, the 529. Adam White, row 4, the 587, alongside Jonathan Vitola, the 534. Row 5, Garrett McKelvey, the 525. Alan Morte, the 566. Row 6, Action Jackson, the 586. Jim Kidd, the 598. Row 7, watch the 564. Patrick O'Neill, 557. Justin Williams. Green flag, and from the very back, watch out for Michael Gosh, the 591, and Nick Firestone, the 506. Through turn 1, they look good. And now turns 2 and 3. .594, Kevin Woods, home track, right where he wants to be, and that's a hole shot advantage right out on the front end. And the defending champ is out in front on lap number 1 here in the main, 20-lapper for the Ron White Racing Masters ROK. Forward direction, 100cc. Senior, Group 4 up to the grid. Forward direction, 100cc senior. It's Kevin Woods, Neil Joseph, the 537. 580, Ryan Yop with a good start as well. Taking it through the left-hand Laguna turn. Uyala, the 531. 595, Valiante, and Adam White, the 587. Gosh already up into 12th. 591. O'Neill 14th, the 564, starting from the back. Looking to go hard charger on the field. Woods will cross. With the advantage, the newer California driver. And it looks like the 557 will hop back in, try to get it started back up, and does so after an unassisted slide into turn number 1, back on track. Jackson 12th towards the rear of the field, then Firestone, Jim Kidd. McKelvey 15th, the 557 of Williams that had the slide out back on track in the back of the pack. Kevin Woods, Neil Joseph, and Ryan Yop, no change up front. Kuyala, the 531, running 4th, and Valiante in the 5 spot. Plenty of time left, 17 laps to go, 20-lap main. Forward direction, 100cc senior to the grid. Gosh running 11th now, looking for more. And Action Jackson right behind him, the 586. Woods, followed by Joseph, Ryan Yop. Kuyala, the 531. Adam White, the 587. Moving up, putting Valiante back to 6th, the 595. 529. Botafogo. And Vitolo, the 534. In the number 8 spot. Ron White Racing Masters Shifter ROK Main, EKN Live. Special thanks to our presenting partners, Allenberg Racing School, CRG Nordham, and Courtney Concepts. It's our third main of the day and the final mains of the season. 2021 Challenge of the Americas from Sonoma. Round number 6. Round 6 podium presentation to follow today's racing action, and then our champions for 2021 as well. And EKN Live the rest of the afternoon. The defending champ, Kevin Woods, 594. Neil Joseph, 537. The 580 is Ryan Yop. 13 to go in this one. The half-second advantage over Neil Joseph, the 537 for Woods. Joseph from Emerald Hills, California. Forward direction, 100cc senior to the grid. Well to go for Kevin Woods, the 594 has led this one since we went green. Neil Joseph right there, keeping him in his sights. With Ryan Yop running in third, the 580. Yop with a good start as well. Gosh still runs 11th, starting from the rear of the field with O'Neill. Hard charging up into 9th from the rear, the 564. O'Neill starting back on row number 7. $100cc senior to the grid, Group 4. 100cc senior to the grid, Group 4. They approach the halfway point in this one. All Kevin Woods, the defending champ. On his home track, the 594 of Woods. Can't miss him on the racetrack with the orange driving suit. And had the big day yesterday in round number 5 as well. And he'll have the advantage on that short straightaway into turns 2 and 3 on the Pro National layout. Adam White up into the 4th spot, and White's running a good one, the 587 cart. Kuyala, the 531, 595 is Valiante. Botafogo, the 529, 7th, 8th. Vitolo, 534. 564, Patrick O'Neill from the back, hard charging. 9th, with Gosh also from the rear, up into 10th. Just at the halfway point, so we'll see what they can do. Patrick O'Neill and Gosh, the 564 and the 591. Woods definitely not pulling away as Joseph right there to half second behind. Yop right there as well. And Adam White moving up into the fourth spot. Yala in fifth. Seven laps to go for the defending champ, Kevin Woods, 594 kart. Forward direction, 100cc senior. To the grid, race group 4. We'll be running race ready the rest of the afternoon, so listen for the announcements for your class to be up at the grid. And, of course, the podium presentations. As soon as all the races are official, join us on the deck right behind scoring for not only the round 6 podium presentations, but our championship presentations later on this afternoon. With Joseph and Adam White, Ryan Yop now back to fourth as White up into third. And White having an excellent run here in the main for Shifter Rock Masters. Ron White Racing, the class sponsor. Down to 5 to go. Checking on the hard chargers that started in the back of the field. Gosh is 10th, the 591. Patrick O'Neill is 8th. 564 kart. With the forward direction 100cc seniors up to the grid. Race group 4 of 8 up next. Into our mains here at Sonoma Wine Country. Final races of the weekend and the 2021 season for COTA. Setting up for a good close final. 3 laps to go here, as they'll be dealing with some slower traffic as well. The Woods dealing with the slower traffic as they'll come into turns 2 and 3. And it'll cause them to lose it right there. As Joseph, the 537, will take advantage. And now Woods will have to earn it and fight back and has 3 laps to do it. Couldn't have caught the slower traffic at a worse time into turns 2 and 3. And he just had nowhere to go. That allowed Joseph, the 537, to move up. So Joseph doing a great job to take advantage. And they'll get the 2 to go sign. Woods had led every lap in this one. Now with 2 to go, he'll have to try to catch and get around Neil Joseph, the 537. Adam White moving all the way up into third is having a good run as well. Card number 587. And Ryan Yop, who was running third, now in fourth, the 580 cart. Thought about making that move into the right-hander, Monaco. But Joseph hangs on and keeps the lead out on the front end. And now flying down the long straightaway, white flag. So now Woods is running out of time. Final lap here if he wants to get it done. Into turns 2 and 3. Joseph. Now the left-hander, Laguna. Through the S's, still has the advantage. Woods trying to reel him in. Woods will try to get a run here, maybe make the move into the right-hander, not close enough. And now on the throttle out of turns 9 and 10 for Neil Joseph. And Joseph with the move will get it done. Checkered flag, Neil Joseph. Ron White Racing, Masters Shifter Rock. Woods of 594 second, 587 Adam White third, Ryan Yop for fourth. Cliff Kuyala in fifth. Valiante, the 595 and 6. Kuyala, and then Badafoco, 529, 564. Patrick O'Neill, 9th. Jonathan and Gosh up for 10th. In front of Action Jackson, 11th. McKelvey up for 12th. Jim Kidd, Nick Firestone. Justin Williams, 15th, and 16, Alan Morte. EKN Live for the mains Challenge of the Americas. We'll be back with the Forward Direction 100cc Senior Main.
You're listening to turn-by-turn coverage of the Challenge of the Americas, live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center at Sonoma Raceway in Sonoma, California. This weekend's broadcast is brought to you by Courtney Concepts, Allenberg Racing Schools, CRG Nordam, and Cooper Tires. Are you a kart shop owner looking for a new line of products to put on your sales shelf? If so, it's time to make a call to Courtney Concepts. Courtney Concepts is pleased to offer the entire AF radiator line of products, including radiators, radiator mounts, water pumps, hoses, and IAMI X30 radiator curtains. Courtney Concepts is also a distributor for a number of popular products used every weekend at the kart track, including Motul Oil, Arcade and Regina Chain, and NKP. Other products that Courtney Concepts is proud to distribute include ICO bearings, coil bearings, ARS oil seals, XAM sprockets, and Frixa brake rotors and pads. Courtney also distributes MC Racing silencers and Opama hour meters. For more information on all the products we distribute, head to CourtneyConcepts.com. Winning takes top quality equipment, flawless preparation, experienced coaching, and passion. And at Team GFC, we live our passion. Developed by American karting champion Gary Carlton, the GFC chassis has become one of the newest brands to reach the top of the podium in North America. GFC has garnered victories and championships at all levels of the sport since its debut at the end of 2018. Shifter car drivers are at the front of the field running the GFC GT14 frame, and the SS31 has become a solid contender in tag and 100cc competition. Team GFC has arrive and drive packages available for all categories, including the mini and micro classes, utilizing the GFC RR5 Cadet chassis. These young pilots have the opportunity to be part of the Team GFC Young Driver Development Program. Learn from one of the best American karters with over 25 years of racing at the highest levels of the sport, offering personalized training on and off the track. Follow GFC Karting on Facebook and Instagram, or click over to gfckarting.com to learn more about joining Team GFC in 2021. GFC, live your passion. Now back to the Challenge of the Americas, live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center at Sonoma Raceway in Sonoma, California, on the EKN Radio Network.
EKN Live back, Sonoma Raceway. Presenting partners, Allenberg Racing School, CRG Nordam, and Courtney Concepts, the Team Cooper Tire Broadcast Center. And Group 4, Forward Direction, sponsor 100cc Senior with row number 1, Liam Letts, 971, Macy Williams, 914, Alex Saragusa, the 940. Gabe Sessler, the 941. Row 3, Karyoka Sukas, the 903. Jacob Hoover, the 961. Josh Campbell, the 926 on row 4, alongside Jake Sessler, the 942. Row 5, Roman Madrigal, the 977. Karen Rogers, the 959. Row 6, Jack Doyle, the 928. Emily Delano, the 902. Row 7, Gabe Tesh, the 948. Sergio Perez, the 900. Row 8, Carson Millette, the 904. Eddie Shimon, the 919. Michael Meechoff, the 920. Christopher Martin, the 911. Row 10, Will Dillia, the 995. And Dylan Wilkins, the 997 cart. With M2 100cc Masters up next, Group 5. We'll line them up and get them ready to go as they'll come out of turn number 10. Forward direction, 100cc. Senior, 20-lap main. Green flag racing. 3 wide out of turn number 1. And we got one cart facing the wrong way and 2 others collect them. Some hard hits. And thumping and bumming. It collects 5 carts total. And 3 of them back on track. And 2 of them going to have to retire early. We'll get you some cart numbers there. Happened actually after turn number 1, and they were still thumping and bumping going on. And there was too many carts and not enough racetrack there out of turn number 1. Rest of the field crossing the line on lap number 1 with 971, Liam Ledge, senior 100cc. Looking to win championships in 2 classes in the same year. So Roman Madrigal, the 977. Sergio Perez, the 900. 919. Eddie Shimon and Dylan Wilkins, the 997. Lap number 2 after the wild start at a turn number 1. Incident happened behind the leaders. As Letch, the 971. Sukas moving up the 903 after a great start. The Sacramento, California driver. Macy Williams, the 914. Alex Saragusa, the 940. And Jacob Hoover, the 961. Hoover runs 5th. Laps for the mains. Mini and Micro, 16. M2 100cc Masters. M2 100cc Masters to the starting grid. Shifters laying down the 48-second lap times on the 7/10 of a mile 10-turn circuit here. The Pro National layout. First time being used by the Challenge of the Americas. So Ledge coming into the weekend with a 74-point advantage over Blake Nash, who's not here in Sonoma this weekend. So it puts Sukas as the top challenger coming into the weekend, 124 points out. Let's a 971. And the slight advantage over the 914, AC Williams. Those two used to running bumper to bumper out here. Williams thought about it, taking a little look at a turn number 3. Sukas now back in the third spot. The 903 kart. 940, Alex Siragusa, Jacob Hoover, the 961. Michoff, the 920, and Gabe Sessler, the 941. Forward direction, 100cc Senior Rock. Group 5 M2 100cc Masters. To the grid for your main. 7 laps into this one. 20-lap mains. With Mini and Micro going 16. Lech up top, Macy Williams. In Sukas in third. Siragusa down in fourth, the 940. Jacob Hoover into the top 5, the 961. Then it's Michoff, the 920. Gabe Sessler. Jack Doyle runs 8th, the 928. Rogers runs 9th. Christopher Martin, the 911 and 10th. Then it's Will Delia. 12 is Millette, the 904. 902, Delano. And Josh Campbell, the 926, 14th. Laps to go. Next time they cross the start-finish line, it'll be 12 to go. With the M2 sponsored 100cc Masters Group 5 making their way up to the grid. Williams still right there behind the leader, Liam Lech. Senior 100cc on the racetrack. Sukas right there, the 903. And Siragusa, the 940. And they'll work together. Lech and Williams so good at that. And they'll try to work together to pull away, as the rest of the field will have to work together to catch them. Third is Sukas, not getting much help. Siragusa farther back, the 940. Then the 920 is Michoff. Jacob Hoover running 6th, the 961. Approaching the halfway point of the race next time by. For the forward direction 100cc senior class. And 100cc Masters to follow. 100cc Masters to the grid. Halfway point for Lech and Williams. Carson Millette up into the top 10, the 904 kart. Will Delia, the 995, and the 926, Josh Campbell in 12th. Then Gabe Tesh, the 948, 902 is Delano in 14th. 15th, Jack Doyle, and Jake Sessler, the 942, 16th. Lech and Williams, 971 in front of the 914. Just past halfway. Sukas runs third with Alex Siragusa, the 940. And Meechoff, the 920, the 961, Jacob Hoover in the 6th spot. Gabe Sessler, the 941. Runs 7th, and 8th is Rogers. Christopher Martin runs 9th, 10th, Millette. Letchley, then a 4.7810 best lap time. Running some quick lap times around the Sonoma circuit. Race Group 5 to the grid, M2 100cc Masters. M2 100cc Masters. Running slightly ahead of the printed schedule, so we'll run race ready. So listen for your call to the grid. 6 to go here next time by. 6 laps to go here. Sixth and final round of the season for the Challenge of the Americas. Beautiful day, mid-70s. Perfect weather for Challenge of the Americas racing up here in wine country. And the 948 at Gabe Tesh off track and onto the grid. And climbs out of the cart, so Tesh is out. The 948 was running 13th behind Will Delia at the time, so to allow Emily Delano moving up in the 902 cart. So it's Lech Williams, Sukas, Meechoff, Siragusa in the top 5 with 5 to go next time by. M2 100cc Masters, Group 5 on the grid. M2 100cc Masters, Group 5. Hoover runs 6th, the 961. And the 941, Gabe Sessler. Exiting turn 10, the Maker, they call it up here in Sonoma. Fastest part of the racetrack, and they continue. Running like they're zip-tied together out there, Liam Lech and Macy Williams, 971 and the 914. No change in the top 10 as Millette continues running in the 10th spot. In front of 11th, 995, Will Delia. Three laps to go next time they cross the start-finish line. .920 down at the end of the straightaway with that inside move for the pass. Nicely done there as Michael Meechoff moves up in front of Sukas. Sukas got hung out on the outside. Michoff makes the move at the end of the straightaway. And we've seen a lot of passing at that part of the racetrack there this weekend. 2 to go next time by for the forward direction 100cc Senior ROK main. And it's all Liam Lech and Macy Williams out there running 1-2. And Michoff, the advantage now in third. Michoff, the 9-2-0 kart. White flag next time by for the Colorado drivers. That's a 971, 914 Williams. Michoff with the late move to get up into third. Final lap here, white flag out. And M2 100cc Masters on the grid. 20 lap main up next. .903. Great battle with third and fourth with Michoff and Sukas. The 920 and the 903. Checkered is out. And the 914 with the last lap run. Those two really putting on a show this weekend. Macy Williams gets by and gets it done on the final lap. 971 Lech. Michael Michoff is in third. Fourth goes to the 903 of Karioka Sukas, and Alex Siragusa fifth, the 940. Sixth is the 961 of Jacob Hoover. Rogers goes to seventh. Millette is eighth. Ninth is Sessler. With Will Delia in the 10 spot. 11th, Emily Delano. And that'll wrap things up, and a very good finish there for senior 100cc. Macy Williams over Liam Lech and Michael Michoff. And when we come back from Sonoma, Challenge of the Americas, EKN Live from the Team Cooper Tire Broadcast Center. It'll be Group 5, the M2 100cc Masters.
You're listening to turn-by-turn coverage of the Challenge of the Americas, live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center at Sonoma Raceway in Sonoma, California. This weekend's broadcast is brought to you by Courtney Concepts, Allenberg Racing Schools, CRG Nordam, and Cooper Tires.
Are you ready to make the jump from karting to race cars? Then check out the top-rated Allenberg Racing Schools at WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca in Monterey, California, led by former Formula One World Championship driver Alan Berg. Whether you're starting a racing career, looking for a new adventure, honing your driving skills, or seeking an unforgettable experience driving the world-famous corkscrew, our team of professional coaches and proven curriculum will provide you with everything you need to drive our race cars to the limit. Programs in 2021 include 1-day, 2-day, and 3-day schools. Successful graduates earn their certification to apply for a SCCA racing license. For schedules and more information, check out our website, allenbergracingsschools.com, or call us at 888-722-3220. Custom group and corporate programs also available.
In Colorado, the place to go for karts and parts and everything else you need to go racing is Forward Direction Motorsports. It's Colorado's premier karting company. Owned and operated by veteran karter Greg Welch, Forward Direction Motorsports is located in Centennial, Colorado. FDM has been developed to provide customer service and product sales at all levels and in both in-person and online. We're a brick and mortar shop that serves as the hub for karting in Colorado, and we're a gateway to new racers who can come in and learn about the sport. We also have an online store and can ship all over the country. We can also service all makes and models of engines and karts. Whatever you race, we can take care of you. Forward Direction Motorsports is a comp kart dealer, an authorized Rotax service center, and we can fully support all Briggs 206 racers. We support local karting 100%, and we also have a race team that takes our customers to major regional and national events on the West Coast. From kart prep and coaching to full arrive and drive packages, we offer something for everyone. You don't have to live in Colorado to experience Full Direction Motorsports' vast experience or dedication to customer service. Our online store continues to expand its inventory, and the products you need are just a mouse click away. Head to fdmkarting.com the next time you need parts and equipment fast. We ship daily. Shop online or come to the store to check out our inventory and visit our service department. Head to fdmkarting.com to learn more about our products and services, or call us direct at 720-323-3650. Feel like you're racing alongside the many legends that have called CRG home. With direct factory support, the CRG Nordam operation is the North American distributor for all CRG products related to karting and is based just outside Houston, Texas. The complete racing chassis line, including the famous Road Rebel shifter kart, is available through CRG Nordam. The growing FS4 Briggs & Stratton focused chassis is expanding worldwide, including right here in North America. Many tracks, indoor and outdoor, have made the switch to the Centurion rental kart line through CRG. New for the 2020 season is the Mini Hero for cadet racing, homologated for FIA competitions around the world. Head over to kartcrg.com or find them on all social media networks. CKR is all about quality, and CKR USA is where you can get your hands on these winning chassis in the United States. It's the CKR Barracuda 32mm shifter kart chassis, the 100cc focused Stingray. These are two popular models contributing to the success of this thriving brand. And CKR USA is where you'll find karts, parts, and everything you need to go racing. Delivering the latest innovation in kart racing technology, CKR carries its own distinctive frame design. Made from hand-selected material, CKR kart chassis combine the highest grade tubing and hardware, ensuring first-rate standards of production. CKR USA has a large footprint in the US karting market and continues to grow rapidly throughout the country. Fully homologated chassis have been proven by top-notch performances from coast to coast in North America. CKR has stood on top of the podium in Superkarts USA and F-Series competition, as well as kart clubs around the country. The podiums and championships will continue to pile up in 2021. CKR USA is now in its 6th year of business, and we're adding new authorized dealers and support centers for the chassis line. Visit ckr-usa.com or call 208-384-KART and go CKR Blue. Now back to the Challenge of the Americas, live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center at Sonoma Raceway in Sonoma, California, on the EKN Radio Network.
EKN live back from Sonoma Raceway for the Challenge of the Americas, presented by Royce Baxter. The Team Cooper Tire Broadcast Center. Masters 100cc, sponsored by M2 Brandwear. On track, row number 1, the 735, Ian Kunchez. Timothy Meyer, the 733. Mike Smith, the 727, row 2. Carlos Calderon alongside the 711. Row 3, Dana Estes, the 702. BP, Brian Phillips in the 759. Row 4, Preston Newberry, the 707. And Arul Venkatesh, the 713. Clean through turn number 1. So no Venkatesh, the 713. So 7 of them take the green. Kunchas in the 735 card will go to the lead. Greenwood Village, Colorado driver, comp cart. Oh, and look at that. We have 2 carts. And the 733 of Meyer involved. Yeah, Meyer back on the 733, limping around, trying to get back up to speed. In the meantime, the 759 of Phillipson in the number 2 spot behind the leader, Kunches. Dana Estes a 702. Mike Smith staying out of trouble, the 727. Preston Newberry, the 707. So Meyer, the 733, and Calderon, the 711. Calderon just now crossing the start-finish line, well behind the pack. So tough break there. Meyer and Calderon. And their chances for a round 6 win disappearing there. Kunchas, the 735, 759. BP, Brian Phillipson and Mike Smith, the 727. Estes, 702, 707, Newberry. Kunchas over a second advantage last time around. Starting up on the first row. Newberry, the 707. Dana Estes, 5th, the 702. As Smith moves up, now the 727, Mike Smith, most consistent this year, Challenge of the Americas. So Smith has not visited the top step of the podium this year, but consistent enough to be the points leader coming in. Just 4 points coming into it over Meyer. So Smith doing what he needs to do for the championship, but looking for more, trying to win this round. And trying to take a big bite out of Kunchez in that lead he got out there on earlier, the 7:35. It's under a second now. Phillipson and Newberry, then Dana Estes, Calderon and Meyer. Empire Karts Micro Rock to the grid. Group 6, Empire Karts Micro Rock to the grid. 14 to go in this one. Smith, plenty of time to try to reel in Ian Kunchez in the 7:35. Incident with Calderon and Meyer on lap number 1. Smith staying out of trouble and now has caught up to the leader. That did not take long. And Kunchez's big lead has now disappeared. Smith looking for the top of the box. And a challenge of the Americas Championship has got this track in Sonoma dialed in, and it's got the 727 dialed in as well in the main when it counts. Makes a move, gets by, takes a look over his right shoulder. Back is Phillips and Dana Estes and Preston Newberry. So 5 of them got away after that lap 1 incident, with 7 of them taking the green. Smith stalks into the left-hander. Turn 4 Laguna. And now through the S's where he looks to get a good run, maybe setting him up into the left-hand Kramer. And then the right-hander, turn 8, Monaco, has the right-hander on the inside. Smith will have the advantage. Kunchez got momentum off the turn, and now Kunchez will have the advantage. They're still going at it at turns 9 and 10, right-handers. And Kunchez comes out on top. Smith couldn't hold it. Side by side once again. Smith got a good run, but he's stuck on the outside. Kunchez will keep him out there. They're still side-by-side drag racing on the short straightaway. Kunchez on the brakes first. Smith outbrakes him from the outside and comes out of turn 3 with the lead. At the halfway point. Next time, halfway. Kunchez leads the first 10 laps. Now Smith gets by. We'll see if the 735 has an answer for him. Smith with another good run down the long straightaway at Sonoma. And past halfway, Mike will have the advantage over Ian Kunchez. BP, Brian Phillipson, the 759. And Dana Estes, the 702, runs 4th. Newberry, the 707. Down to 9 laps to go. With Empire Karts Micro Rock to the grid. Group 6, Empire Karts Micro Rock to the grid. Running race ready ahead of the schedule. Kunchez staying close to Smith. And BP all by himself in 3rd. Phillipson looking for a round 6 podium finish. And Estes back and forth to 702. Newberry the 707. .727 of Smith moving real good through the Mimo S's, turns 5 and 6, trying to open up a little bit on second place Ian Kunchaz. And Phillipson all alone in the number 3 spot, the 759. It'll be 7 laps to go. When they cross the start-finish line in this one, the M2 100cc Masters main. Empire Karts Micro Rock going 16 laps up next. 3 more mains to go on the day after this one. With Micro Rock, 100cc Junior, and Shifter Rock. Smith through Monaco. Turn 8. And once again looks to pull away, moving real good down the long straightaway as well. About a half-second advantage now. Kunchaz doing all he can to try to keep him close. Time running out, 5 to go. Next time by. Smith, the points leader, coming in, looking for his first win. With Phillipson following him through Monaco. Farther back, runs alone in 3rd. Dana Estes, 4th, the 702 and the 707. Preston Newberry out of Denver, Colorado. Podium presentations to follow. We'll do today's round 6 just as soon as they're official. And then, of course, our 2021 Challenge of the Americas champions. Calderon still out there, going to finish this one out, the 7-11 after the early incident on lap 1. As it'll be down to 4 to go in this one. Smith continues pulling away. And it's up to over a second now. Saving the best for last is Smith. Round 6 main, and the 727 machine is dialed in. 4 laps to go. And the Empire Karts sponsored Micro Rock class up next for a 16-lap main. Ready to go up on the starting grid here at Sonoma Raceway. Another lap in the books for Mike Smith and the 727 kart. 3 to go. No change in the running order. Kunchaz running in the 2nd spot, and Phillipson 3rd. 4th is Estes, Newberry 5th, and Calderon the 7-11. 2 to go next time by. 2 laps to go in this one. M2 100cc Masters main. And 3 more mains to go on the afternoon with Empire Karts Micro Rock up next. Two laps to go in this one. 2 to go. Mike Smith staying out of trouble and was patient, made the move when it counted. And the consistent finishes throughout the 2021 Challenge of the Americas season. And now, believe it or not, the first win, or looking for it in 2 more laps. White flag is out, 1 to go. And Empire Karts Micro Rock to follow. Smith into the left-hander, Laguna, turn number 4 on the white flag lap, looking for a big round 6 win here. So there's 3 turns to go here for the 727 of Mike Smith. And Smith will take the win with the double number 1s. High in the sky here in wine country. As Kunchez will finish second in the 735. Good race for Ian. Brian Phillipson grabbing a podium on the 759 kart. BP out of Huntington Beach. Dana Estes is 702 in 4th. 5th is Preston Newberry. Calderon in 6th. And Meyer, the 733. We'll be back on EKN Live with the Empire Karts Micro Rock main.
You're listening to turn-by-turn coverage of the Challenge of the Americas, live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center at Sonoma Raceway in Sonoma, California. This weekend's broadcast is brought to you by Courtney Concepts, Allenberg Racing Schools, CRG Nordam, and Cooper Tires. Are you a kart shop owner looking for a new line of products to put on your sales shelf? If so, it's time to make a call to Courtney Concepts. Courtney Concepts is pleased to offer the entire AF radiator line of products, including radiators, radiator mounts, water pumps, hoses, and IAMI X30 radiator curtains. Courtney Concepts is also a distributor for a number of popular products used every weekend at the kart track, including Motul Oil, RK and Regina Chain, and NKP. Other products that Courtney Concepts is proud to distribute include ICO bearings, Koyo bearings, ARS oil seals, XAM sprockets, and Frixa brake rotors and pads. Courtney also distributes MC racing silencers and Opama hour meters. For more information on all the products we distribute, head to CourtneyConcepts.com. Winning takes top quality equipment, flawless preparation, experienced coaching, and passion. And at Team GFC, we live our passion. Developed by American karting champion Gary Carlton, the GFC chassis has become one of the newest brands to reach the top of the podium in North America. GFC has garnered victories and championships at all levels of the sport since its debut at the end of 2018. Shifter kart drivers are at the front of the field running the GFC GT14 frame, and the SS31 has become a solid contender in tag and 100cc competition. Team GFC has arrive and drive packages available for all categories, including the mini and micro classes, utilizing the GFC RR5 Cadet chassis. These young pilots have the opportunity to be part of the Team GFC Young Driver Development Program. Learn from one of the best American karters with over 25 years of racing at the highest levels of the sport, offering personalized training on and off the track. Follow GFC Karting on Facebook and Instagram, or click over to gfckarting.com to learn more about joining Team GFC in 2021. GFC, live your passion. Now back to the Challenge of the Americas, live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center at Sonoma Raceway in Sonoma, California, on the EKN radio network.
We're back live, EKN live from the Team Cooper Tire Broadcast Center trackside at Sonoma Raceway. Challenge of the Americas presented by Royce and Baxter. And it'll be the Empire Karts Micro Rock Main, 16-lapper. Row number 1, Troy Ferguson, the 43, Reese Bowman, the 44. Row number 2, Jackson Porter, the 22, alongside Mateo Calderon, the 98. Row 3, Braylon Underwood, the 99. Julian Sanchez, the 13. Row 4, Landon Cordero Dolph, the 42, and Jerome Rondo, the 17. Eight of them to take the green here. 16-lap main. Class sponsored by Empire Karts. Green flag racing. Ferguson, the 43, down low on the inside into turn 1, but from the outside. And all 8 make it through the first 3 turns without incident. Good start for the young drivers in Micro Rock. Ferguson on the whole shot advantage gets out in front of Jackson Porter, the 22. And Ferguson got the start he wanted. Troy out of Seal Beach, California, regular on the SoCal circuit as well. $100cc Junior. A Talcart, 100cc Junior to the grid, Group 7. Fighting for position behind the leaders on lap number 2 as the first 2 try to separate a little bit. Ferguson and Porter. 99 of Braylon Underwood. Into the Monaco turn, the right-hander turn 8 on the 10-turn layout here. At Sonoma Raceway, just getting things started here for the 16-lap main for Empire Karts Micro Rock. And the Binnick and Ferguson still out front into that first turn. Those 2 trying to get away early as they continue to fight for position behind the leaders. As Underwood in the 3rd spot, Sanchez and Reese Bowman going at it, the 13 and the 44. 98 of Calderon. Landon Cordero Dolph, the 42, and the 17 of Jerome Rondo. So Ferguson, Porter, and Braylon Underwood. But it's Ferguson and Porter checking out early, or at least attempting to. Building on a big lead early. Ferguson got off on the great start in Micro Rock. The Seal Beach, California driver on the Minnick. The Bennett Kart, Jackson Porter, Scottsdale, Arizona Nitro. And Reese Bowman farther back in the 44 looking for more, leads that group. Group of 6 karts as the leaders continue to pull away as they fight for position behind them. Led by Bowman, Braylon Underwood. Calderon right there, the 98. Julian Sanchez, the 13. 17 is Rondo, and Landon Cordero off the 42 kart. Group 7, a Talcott 100cc Junior Acceleration Junior Rock to the grid. Group 7, up to the grid for your main. Ferguson and Porter. California and Arizona going to battle this one out in round number 6. Empire Karts Micro Rock main. And some great racing going on behind the leaders as well as they'll fight it out for the final podium spot. And it's 6 karts going to fight it out for one position. Still 11 laps to go in this one. And Ferguson still has the advantage. Another lap in the books. Porter patient, content to sit right behind the leader. Ferguson definitely not pulling away at all. And the 99 of Underwood slows down, gets the worst of that deal, was racing in that pack of 6 karts. Once again, the leader is 43 Ferguson, 22 Jackson Porter. Now it'll be 5 karts to fight it out for that final podium spot. If it were to finish like this, but they're sitting pretty in case those first 2 tangle. Ferguson and Porter racing bumper to bumper out on the front end. And they're being nice for now, but there's still 9 to go. At the halfway point in this one, the Empire Karts Micro Rock main, still 2 more to go after this one. A Talcott 100cc Junior to the grid. Ferguson into turn 1 once again. That short straightaway setting him up for the next right-hander. Turns 2 and 3 here at Sonoma. Porter still right there. Not going away. Bowman, the 44. Running in third. Car number 44 running in third. That's a 13 of Sanchez. And the 98 of Calderon. San Jose, California driver. Calderon's running father-son out here in their respective classes this weekend. Pretty cool to see. And both of them with some pretty good showings out there on the racetrack as well. The final race of the year for the Challenge of the Americas, round number 6. Our round 6 podium presentations to follow today's racing action, as well as our 2021 championship podium. Troy Ferguson, Micro Rock leader. Out in front of Jackson Porter, the 22 kart. 6 laps to go as they cross the stripe. A little bit more of an advantage that time through for Ferguson. As it looks to be 3 or 4 kart lengths now. It was bumper to bumper. And Porter fighting to get back up there with Troy Ferguson, the 43. Bowman, the 44, runs third. Strong run by Porter that time at the end of the straightaway. As Ferguson is tough in this one, has led every lap. It's 5 laps to go. A little sluggish coming off a 3. And that allowed Porter to pull up real close and alongside. But Porter had to tuck back in behind the leader. And it'll be 4 laps to go when they cross the start-finish line. Talcart 100cc Junior on the grid. Group 7 up next for their 20-lap main. And then a 20-lap Swede Tech Shifter Rock main to wrap things up. And 4 to go in this one. Porter, the 22, times it out perfectly. We have a new leader, Jackson Porter. Porter, Ferguson, and Julian Sanchez moving up as Bowman. And the 99 of Underwood crosses in 8th. Porter gets out to the front, seeing if he can pull away. It's his turn to lead. As Ferguson had led since we went green. And it'll be 3 laps to go. Three to go for the 22 of Jackson Porter. The advantage over Troy Ferguson, the early leader. And some good racing as they fight for third. With 3 laps to go, that's Sanchez. Mateo Calderon, the 98. 44 of Bowman. Landon Cordero off the 42. 17 is Rondo, and Braylon Underwood, the 99, farther back. 2 to go next time by in this one. For a round 6 victory, Jackson Porter, the 22, and Troy Ferguson, the 43. Fighting for third is those 3 still. Bowman back on the top spot. Sanchez going to the outside at the end of the straightaway. And Bowman slamming the doors shut. Looking to get that third and final spot on the podium. It'll be the white flag next time by in this one. Empire Karts Micro Rock Main. And Porter getting by with just 2 to go. Has the advantage over Ferguson. White flag is out for the leaders. Here we go. Jackson Porter and Ferguson, the final lap. See if Troy has something for him, the 43 kart. The race for third. Bowman the advantage, the 44. as Calderon tries to sneak by on the outside and gets it done. Sanchez going back a couple of positions on the racetrack. Porter and Ferguson through turn 8. Monaco, the right-hander. Advantage Porter now on the throttle into turns 9 and 10. As Ferguson will try to gain the momentum and get a run. He's close off of 10, and here we go. Jackson Porter. Ferguson tried and dived down to the inside. Got up alongside the leader, but not enough. Nicely done. Jackson Porter, your winner in Micro Rock. Sponsored by Empire Karts. Troy Ferguson second. Reese Bowman up for third. Great job by Bowman, the 44. Calderon in fourth. Fifth is Sanchez. Then Cordero Dolph, Rondo, and Underwood. We'll be back with the Ital Kart 100cc Junior Main EKN Live from Sonoma, Challenge of the Americas.
You're listening to turn-by-turn coverage of the Challenge of the Americas, live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center at Sonoma Raceway in Sonoma, California. This weekend's broadcast is brought to you by Courtney Concepts, Allenberg Racing Schools, CRG Nordam, and Cooper Tires.
Are you ready to make the jump from karting to race cars? Then check out the top-rated Allenberg Racing Schools at WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca in Monterey, California, led by former Formula One World Championship driver Alan Berg. Whether you're starting a racing career, looking for a new adventure, honing your driving skills, or seeking an unforgettable experience driving the world-famous corkscrew, our team of professional coaches and proven curriculum will provide you with everything you need to drive our race cars to the limit. Programs in 2021 include 1-day, 2-day, and 3-day schools. Successful graduates earn their certification to apply for a SCCA racing license. For schedules and more information, check out our website, allenbergracingschools.com, or call us at 888-722-3220. Custom group and corporate programs also available.
In Colorado, the place to go for karts and parts and everything else you need to go racing is Forward Direction Motorsports. It's Colorado's premier karting company. Owned and operated by veteran karter Greg Welch, Forward Direction Motorsports is located in Centennial, Colorado. FDM has been developed to provide customer service and product sales at all levels and in both in-person and online. We're a brick and mortar shop that serves as the hub for karting in Colorado, and we're a gateway to new racers who can come in and learn about the sport. We also have an online store and can ship all over the country. We can also service all makes and models of engines and karts. Whatever you race, we can take care of you. Forward Direction Motorsports is a comp kart dealer, an authorized Rotax service center, and we can fully support all Briggs 206 racers. We support local karting 100%, and we also have a race team that takes our customers to major regional and national events on the West Coast. From kart prep and coaching to full arrive and drive packages, we offer something for everyone. You don't have to live in Colorado to experience Full Direction Motorsports' vast experience or dedication to customer service. Our online store continues to expand its inventory, and the products you need are just a mouse click away. Head to fdmkarting.com the next time you need parts and equipment fast. We ship daily. Shop online or come to the store to check out our inventory and visit our service department. Head to fdmkarting.com to learn more about our products and services, or call us direct at 720-323-3650. Now back to the Challenge of the Americas, live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center at Sonoma Raceway in Sonoma, California, on the EKN Radio Network.
EKN Live back at the track, Sonoma Raceway. Beautiful race weekend for the finale of the Challenge of the Americas. 2 more races to go on the day. A Talcart 100cc Junior out of turn number 10 looking to go green with Cooper O'Clair, the 821 up on row number 1, 839 Stephen Isert. Christian Cameron, row 2, the 819, 836 Alex Rantala. Preston Lambert, the 817 on row 3 alongside the 805 Alex McPherson-Wyman. Benjamin, the 877 as we look to go green. And green flag racing. Full field making it through turn 1. Still side by side into turns 2 and 3. And everybody doing their best to try to make it through lap number 1 without incident. Field making their way through with the 839 of Stephen Isert getting the whole shot. Row 7 is Costantino, the 803, and Venkatesh, the 813. Row 7, Ginn and Lydia Small, the 815 is Small, 818 of William Ginn. Parada, row number 8, the 816, and Tapia, the 811, with Kapoor, the 806, and the 827, Zach Meyer, row 9, and Yasham Kapoor, the 822, on row number 10. For the rest of the starting field, lap number 1 in the books. As they'll cross the line, Isert, the 839, 821, Cooper O'Clair. Swede Tech Shifter Rock to the grid, our final race of the day, final race of the season. Swede Tech Shifter Rock to the grid. Podium presentations to follow the racing action. With our round 6 podium as well as our championship podium. $839 is Stephen Isert, Gulf, California. Cooper O'Clair, the 821. Cameron, the 819, and the 817 is Lambert. Runtala, the 836, in 5th early on. 6th is McPherson-Wyman. Tristan Young, the 846, and Benjamin, the 877. Coming into the weekend, 4 different drivers winning in the class over the opening 4 rounds. Benjamin taking round 2 in Phoenix. And 3 podium finishes on the season. Christian Cameron, round 1 winner. 24 points back coming into the weekend. 2 podium finishes on the year. Also at his home track. And Cameron running 3rd. Isert, O'Clair, and Cameron, then Preston Lambert and Alex Rentala. 20-lap main, followed by a Swede Tech Shifter. 5 carts in the lead pack. With Rantala running 5th, the 836. Crossing the line, 821, Cooper O'Clair going to the front, 839 Isert. Now O'Clair's turn to be out front, the 821. Battle continues with these 5. Then a gap back to 6 with McPherson-Wyman, Tristan Young, Benjamin running 8th. In the lead train of 3 with a slight gap back to 2 more. Making it a party of 5. Cooper Eau Claire, the 821. 839 is Isaac. Christian Cameron, the 819. Lambert, the 817. And Alex Rentala, the 836. Sweet Tech, Shifter Rock to the grid. Sweet Tech, Shifter Rock to the grid. For the final race. Out of turn 4 and down that short straight into the S's. In the left-hand, Kramer turn 7. Eau Claire, Isaac, and Cameron. Followed by Lambert and Rentala. Everybody being patient, running in a line. That group of 5 up on the front end. Gap back to 3 more. With McPherson Wyman, Benjamin up into 7th and Tristan Young 8th. And Benjamin needs more. And plenty of time to get it with 12 to go. Sweet Tech, Shifter Rock to the grid. Sweet Tech, Shifter Rock. Final race up next. Once again, Cooper Eau Claire in front of Isert and Cameron. They're bumper to bumper. Back to 4th with Lambert, the 817 running a good one. Rentala runs 5th. The 836 cart. Then it's Benjamin, the 877. As it'll be the halfway point next time by, halfway point of this one. 10 to go in the Italcart 100cc Junior and our Sweet Tech Shifter Rock main, which will be the final race. Benjamin up to the 6th spot, 7th, McPherson Wyman. Then Tristan Young runs 8th. 9th is Costantino, the 803. Lydia Small, the 815. 812, Gracie Brown, 11th. Valen Venkatesh, the 813. Then the 815, Apexa. And Isert, the early leader, and trying to make a move once again is Eau Claire. Will have the advantage down on the inside. Isaac got him back briefly, and Cooper Eau Claire back to the front. Now into turn number 2, the right-hander. Turns 2 and 3. And it'll be Eau Claire back out front. Isaac, the 839 and the 819, Christian Cameron. Cameron from right here in Sonoma, California, the home track, obviously. And looking for some big-time results here. Running a good one in 3rd with plenty of time here. It'll be 8 to go next time by. And Sweet Tech Shifters on the grid for our final race. 7 to go next time by Cooper Eau Claire and Steven Isaac, Christian Cameron. Eau Claire, the 821, will lead him into turn one once again. Time running out for the rest of them. He's tough out on the front end. Through turn 4 now with 7 to go. Is Eau Claire the 21. 821, 839 Isert, and Christian Cameron the 819. Eau Claire once again the 821. That's Isert the 839 trying to find a way. Patient goes inside but can't make the move as Eau Claire got a good enough run off of turn 3. Left the door open on the inside there a little bit. Cameron, a little bobble coming out of turn 7. The Kramer left-hander runs in third. Behind Isert, the 839 cart. 5 laps to go as they cross the start-finish line here. 5 to go. Swede Tech Shifters, our final race up next. Pulling up alongside, they're going side by side. Some good racing once again up on the front end. Cooper Eau Claire, the 821, as they fight it out behind them. Cameron and Isert thumping and bumping out there on the racetrack. Final 4 laps here now as they cross the stripe. Eau Claire with a little bit of breathing room into turn number 1. As they race hard behind the leader. It allows Eau Claire to have a little bit more advantage when they're racing each other so hard. Behind them, it's Cameron, the 819, 839 Isert. Looking at 3 laps to go in the Italkart 100cc Junior Main. And they'll come flying down the straightaway out of turn number 10, the Maker. Cameron up into the number 2 spot, the local from Sonoma. Stalking Eau Claire, the 821. Two to go. Next time by for the 821 at Cooper Eau Claire out of Glendale, Arizona. Leaders get the 2 to go sign. 2 laps to go for Eau Claire. Out of that left-hander, the 819 in the number 2 spot, Cameron. Then Isert, the 839. Rantala, the 836. White helmet, 821, Cooper Eau Claire, the leader. 5 karts in that lead pack. White flag coming out. 1 to go for Eau Claire, the 821, a good run at the end of the straightaway. Eau Claire hangs on to it, 839, up into the number 2 spot. Steven Eisert looking for more on the final lap. Eau Claire has run such a good race here. Bumper to bumper. Can't make the inside move on the left-hander, turn 7. Now a right-hander. Eisert taking a look. Can't make it happen there. On the throttle now to turns 9 and 10, trying to get a run. Cooper Eau Claire, the advantage down the straightaway. Here comes the side move. He has both hands up in the air. Eisert, I think, got by the 839 with a strong late charge there, had the momentum. Unofficially, Eisert 839, 821, Cooper Eau Claire, Kristen Cameron the 819, 836, Rontala, Preston Lambert the 817, McPherson Wyman the 805 and 6th. 7th, Ben Jamin, the 877, Laney Benjamin, 846, Tristan Young. Lydia Small, 9th, 10th, Antonio Costantino. In another exciting finish, EKN Live will return from Sonoma from the Team Cooper Tire Broadcast Center for our final race of the season, final race of the day, Sweet Tech Shifter Rock. Up next.
You're listening to turn-by-turn coverage of the Challenge of the Americas, live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center at Sonoma Raceway in Sonoma, California. This weekend's broadcast is brought to you by Courtney Concepts, Allenberg Racing Schools, CRG Nordam, and Cooper Tires. Feel like you're racing alongside the many legends that have called CRG home. With direct factory support, the CRG Nordam operation is the North American distributor for all CRG products related to karting and is based just outside Houston, Texas. The complete racing chassis line, including the famous Road Rebel shifter kart, is available through CRG Nordam. The growing FS4 Briggs & Stratton focused chassis is expanding worldwide, including right here in North America. Many tracks, indoor and outdoor, have made the switch to the Centurion rental kart line through CRG. New for the 2020 season is the Mini Hero for cadet racing, homologated for FIA competitions around the world. Head over to kartcrg.com or find them on all social media networks. CKR is all about quality, and CKR USA is where you can get your hands on these winning chassis in the United States. It's the CKR Barracuda 32mm shifter kart chassis, the 100cc focused Stingray. These are two popular models contributing to the success of this thriving brand. And CKR USA is where you'll find karts, parts, and everything you need to go racing. Delivering the latest innovation in kart racing technology, CKR carries its own distinctive frame design. Made from hand-selected material, CKR kart chassis combine the highest grade tubing and hardware, ensuring first-rate standards of production. CKR USA has a large footprint in the US karting market and continues to grow rapidly throughout the country. Fully homologated chassis have been proven by top-notch performances from coast to coast in North America. CKR has stood on top of the podium in Superkarts USA and F-Series competition, as well as kart clubs around the country. The podiums and championships will continue to pile up in 2021. CKR USA is now in its 6th year of business, and we're adding new authorized dealers and support centers for the chassis line. Visit ckr-usa.com or call 208-384-KART and go CKR Blue. Are you a kart shop owner looking for a new line of products to put on your sales shelf? If so, it's time to make a call to Courtney Concepts. Courtney Concepts is pleased to offer the entire AF Radiator line of products, including radiators, radiator mounts, water pumps, hoses, and IAMI X30 radiator curtains. Courtney Concepts is also a distributor for a number of popular products used every weekend at the kart track, including Motul Oil, Arcade and Regina Chain, and NKP. Other products that Courtney Concepts is proud to distribute include ICO bearings, Koyo bearings, ARS oil seals, XAM sprockets, and Frixa brake rotors and pads. Courtney also distributes MC racing silencers and Opama hour meters. For more information on all the products we distribute, head to CourtneyConcepts.com. Winning takes top quality equipment, flawless preparation, experienced coaching, and passion. And at Team GFC, we live our passion. Developed by American karting champion Gary Carlton, the GFC chassis has become one of the newest brands to reach the top of the podium in North America. GFC has garnered victories and championships at all levels of the sport since its debut at the end of 2018. Shifter car drivers are at the front of the field running the GFC GT14 frame, and the SS31 has become a solid contender in tag and 100cc competition. Team GFC has arrive and drive packages available for all categories, including the mini and micro classes, utilizing the GFC RR5 Cadet chassis. These young pilots have the opportunity to be part of the Team GFC Young Driver Development Program. Learn from one of the best American karters with over 25 years of racing at the highest levels of the sport, offering personalized training on and off the track. Follow GFC Karting on Facebook and Instagram, or click over to gfckarting.com to learn more about joining Team GFC in 2021. GFC, live your passion. Now back to the Challenge of the Americas, live from the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center at Sonoma Raceway in Sonoma, California, on the EKN radio network.
EKN live back from Sonoma Raceway. The Challenge of the Americas presented by Royce and Baxter. And our EKN Live presenting partners, Allenberg Racing School, CRG Nordham, and Courtney Concepts. The Team Cooper Tire Broadcast Center broadcasting for the final race of the day, final race of the year for the 2021 Challenge of the Americas. And it'll be the Sweet Tech Shifter Rock class. To wrap things up, they're lined up at the start-finish line. Aiden O'Neill, the 464, 409, Kyle Wick up front on row 1. Row 2, Enzo Prevost, the 425, and Cole Shade, the 485. Jacob Golick, the 415, Arimo Ruskitty, the 401. Ryan Martin on row 4, the 416, Brendan Rusbarski, the 451. Row 5, Dustin Salaveria, the 483, and Ethan Ho, the 468. Row 6, Alan Shudo, the 432, and Anthony Fries, the 469. Hunter Pickett on row 7, the 436, alongside the 426 of Josh Campbell. Here we go, green flag, shifters underway. Good through turn number 1, still 2 wide, 3 wide behind the leaders. And now turns 2 and 3 on lap number 1. Row 8, Connor Wick, the 419, Kyle Dupel, the 408, Micah Hendricks, the 473 on row 9 for the start, and Eric Moore, the 423, Josh Weiss, the 412, and Nick Chiavello, the 427. Out of turn number 10 on lap number 1, the final race. Saul O'Neill, the 464. Kyle Wick, the 409. Cole Shade, the 485. 415, Jacob Golick. And Ruskitty, the 401. Sweet Tech Shifter Rock. Wick had the edge coming into the weekend over Remo Ruschetti. And Wick with a strong showing this weekend as well. Looking for more of the same here. Just a few laps into it. Our final race of the day. O'Neill the 464, Wick the 409, 1-2 up on the front end, 45, Cole Shade. Jacob Golick the 415, Ruschetti in 5 spot. Watching closely up on the front end with some contact with the 425. So the 425 of Prevost. So we'll wait to see what happens there as O'Neill continues to lead the 464, 409 a Wick, 485 is Shade. And the 419 of Connor Wick. Back there, the 419, 18th. So they'll take a look at that. As O'Neill continues out front, the 464. 16 to go. Kyle Wick, the 409. 485, Cole Shade runs third. Fourth, Golick. And Hunter Pickett, the 436. Up into the top 5. Dustin Salaveria, the 483, runs 6th. 7th is Ruschetti. Anthony Freeze runs 8th, the 469. So 464 is O'Neill. 49 Kyle Wick, Cole Shade the 485. O'Neill the 464, San Rafael, California, CRG right down the road. Kyle Wick the 409 and Hunter Pickett. 464, Aiden O'Neill trying to build on that lead just about a second as Hunter Pickett is all the way up into the number 2 spot, the 436. 409, Kyle Wick with 11 to go. Halfway point next time by for the final race of the weekend. So it's Aiden O'Neill, the 464, 436, Hunter Pickett in the number 2 spot. Kyle Wick, the 409 with Cole Shade, the 485, and Golick in 5th. Salaveria, the 483, runs in the 6th spot. 7 is Ruskitty, and then Rosbarski 8th. 9th, Keon Tandon, and Ryan Martin in the 10th spot at the halfway point. 9 to go next time by. O'Neill continues out on the front end, the 464 cart, 9 laps to go. Hunter Pickett, the 436. 409, Kyle Wick and Jacob Golick, the 415. Shade up into the top 5. Running in the top 5, the 485, and Salaveria, the 483 cart. As it'll be 7 laps to go. Our podium presentations to follow the race programming. Scheduled approximate start about 5:30. Wait till just everything's official. And also our championship podium presentation. So our round 6 trophies as well as our championship 2021 Challenge of the Americas. Hunter Pickett, the 436. That cart's been flying the last several laps. And Pickett's turn to lead out on the front end over Aiden O'Neill, the early leader. So Pickett got by with 7 to go last time around the circuit here at Sonoma. Hunter Pickett had been moving steadily up, hard charging, and now we'll see what he can do out front. The GFC out of Benicia, California. 6 laps to go next time they cross the start-finish line here. Final 6 laps of the day. For Hunter Pickett. Pickett, O'Neill, and Kyle Wick, and Jacob Golick up into 4th. 5th is Cole Shade. Salaveria runs 6th. 7th is Ruskitty. 5 laps to go. Final 5 laps of the day, final 5 laps of the season. Challenge of the Americas. Record-breaking entries. The 14 seasons. And EKN Live capturing the action. And the final 4 laps of the day for the Sweet Tech Shifter Rock. Hunter Pickett, the advantage, as Aiden O'Neill, the 464. Right there on the back bumper. A slight lead. Then back to third for Kyle Wick, the 409. The 415, Jacob Golick. And the 485 is Cole Shade running in 5th. Pick it out of the right-hander, Monaco. And looking at 3 laps to go now. 3 to go in our final race. Hunter Pickett, the 436. The advantage over Aiden O'Neill running second, and Kyle Wick third, the 409. Out of Auburn, Washington. Through the S's, Pickett, O'Neill, and Wick. And they'll get the 2 to go sign as they exit turn 8, the Monaco turn. Now turns 9 and 10, the Kink and the Maker on the throttle down the long straightaway here at Sonoma. Pro National layout, final race, final 2 laps. Hunter Pickett opening up a little bit on O'Neill. Through the S's, Hunter Pickett, Aiden O'Neill, Wick, no change up front. Jacob Golick and Cole Shade. Gap back to 6 with Dustin Salaveria and Remo Ruskitty. Brendan Rosbarski in the 8 spot. 9, Ryan Martin. Ethan Ho up into the top 10, the 468. White flag is out for Hunter Pickett. On the white flag lap as the rest of the field sees the white flag. The final lap of the season as Aiden O'Neill doing all he can in the 464. Pickett too tough out on the front end. Through the S's, it's still Hunter Pickett. Out of the left-hander. Turn 7, now Monaco. As the 464, O'Neill gets a little bit closer. Pickett the advantage. At a turns 9 and 10. Hunter Pickett will get it done. The 436. Aiden O'Neill, the 464. 415 is Golick. Cole Shade 4th. 5th is Salaveria. With Remo Ruskitty in the 6th spot. 7th, Rosbarski, Ryan Martin 8th. 9th, Ethan Ho. 10th, Josh Campbell, then Eric Moore 11th. 12th, Anthony Freeze. Connor Wick 13th. 14th, Josh Wise. Tyler Krennick 15th. 16, Nick Chiavello. Wrapping things up from Sonoma, EKN Live.
Thank you for joining us for the Challenge of the Americas in Sonoma, California. Our EKN Trackside Live coverage, audio production, and social media was managed by David Cole. Today's broadcast commentary was provided by Tim Chapman. Big thank you to our broadcast partners this weekend: Courtney Concepts, Allenberg Racing Schools, CRG Nordam, and Team Cooper Tire. This EKN Live broadcast is copyrighted by eKartingNews.com and the Howden Media Group. This is Rob Howden, and thank you for tuning in this weekend and throughout the entire 2021 season.